Have another drink, it'll make you feel better. Have another drink and you'll feel alright. If you feel down and you're under the weather, have another drink and you feel alright.
Well, we got deliveries of bottles of wine yesterday from Jimmy the Wine Guy. He is the proprietor, the impresario of the Wine Academy of Utah, and he's on the phone with us right now. Jimmy, hi, good morning.
Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving Day wines. That's what we're talking about today.
Boy, now my wife was excited to see that prisoner wine. Gina was over the moon.
My husband buys this. This is what I get for my birthday and Christmas.
And he's convinced her that it's $100 a bottle, which it is. But he's convinced her it's $100 a bottle. It's not cheap wine, but it's not $100 a bottle. Tell us about the Napa.
Premium wine.
Yeah, tell us about the Napa. That's really good.
What are we starting with? Are we starting with the prisoner?
Either the white or the red. So the Kung-Fu Girl Riesling is a fun wine. That's by winemaker Charles Smith. He's just, you guys would love this winemaker. He's a rock and roller. He used to manage bands in Northern Europe in the 90s and 2000s. And when he came back stateside, he was a self-made winemaker. He didn't go to winemaking school or anything, and he just started. And I met this guy in New York, and he looked like he just came off his Harley Davidson. He was all in black leather, and he was very unlike a winemaker at this tasting in New York City. And, we're all there in our suits and everything, and everybody was like avoiding this guy. And I went up, and I'm like, I just tasted his wines. I was blown away. They are just as big and flavorful as he is in life. It's just a real reflection of the man. And this Kung Fu Girl Riesling, I don't know if you're having it.
I'm gonna have a sip right now. Actually,
had it last night.
Oh, nice! It's low alcohol, 12%. Rieslings, people all assume that Rieslings are all sweet. This does have a tinge. This is intended to be a dry Riesling, but it does have a nice little richness to it.
Yeah, so you said Riesling, and I thought this was going to be a lot sweeter than it is.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I love this wine for Thanksgiving because, well, one, we tend to drink earlier in the day on Thanksgiving. So
Speak for yourself.
Lower alcohol.
Speak for yourself.
You have lower alcohol, but you also have that great acidity in this wine, and it'll cut through some of the. We're just nibbling all day, right? You got the cheese, you got the meat, and this nice acid will cut through some of those.
Oh,
hey, Jimmy, so this is Charles Smith's. So the Kung Fu Girl Riesling, he has other wines. Is it all under? Do you just look for Charles Smith Winery, or what do you?
Oh, that Chateau Smith, I think you've directed me to before.
Yes.
That's the same guy, right?
Yep, same guy, and his labeling is a lot of fun. Boom, boom. Syrah, Steakhouse Red. He's got those wine labels that are very fun, black and white, imagery. He's doing a good job.
Well, the Chateau Smith Red is my wife's favorite red, and
nice.
we can't get it in the liquor store anymore.
No, yeah, they dropped a few of the wines here in the state, but you got this one really tasty. Particularly for, there's Thanksgiving, or I love this wine with takeout. This wine's great. I usually have a bottle in the fridge.
It was good with the chicken sandwich from Moochie's last night.
Ooh, that would be good.
So what? Now tell us what the prisoner. Tell us about
this.
This is a big wine.
This is a big wine. David Finney was the original winemaker for this. He started this project. The Prisoner Wine Company, and another great labeling of the whole portfolio and series. They have now, he had since sold it off, but Chrissy Whitman is the director winemaker today, keeping that love alive. This wine is ripe fruit out of the Napa Valley. You've got your Zinfandel in there. That's the primary grape varietal. It has a small blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Petit Syrah, Charbono, and we call that, the Italians call this mixed blacks, when you mix a couple of different grape varietals together that are all very ripe, very much stewing them all together, doing a nice blending. And this wine is in Stelford, but you are aging this wine. We are aging this wine in a little bit of both American and French oak, about 30% new. So you get that nice polish. You get that nice sweet spice out of the wine, a little bit of cloviness.
Delicious.
And I call this wine black and blue fruit. It's like a bunch of blueberry pie. I mean, it's just big and rich.
Let me tell you what it pairs well with, the Trader Joe's s'more bites. That's what I paired it with last night, and it was great.
Wow,
so I had the Riesling with dinner, and then the Prisoner for dessert. It was great.
That's a tasty one.
Yep, very good. And
That's
now
nice.
that's a pretty expensive wine, really, though, isn't it?
It's a premium selection, but what's funny is here in the market in Salt Lake, we are pretty competitive with the pricing in versus other markets. So those folks that like this wine, you're getting it at a good average, below average price point than elsewhere in the country.
Yeah, my wife was thrilled that she found it for $10 less at Costco in Idaho.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
And the reason I wanted to pick this wine for you guys is because not everybody has turkey on Thanksgiving. Some people celebrate with roasts, meat or pork pies, things of that nature. But even with your turkey and the gravy and the stuffing and all these big, rich, salty kind of foods that you're having, a big red wine is going to be okay.
Okay. Great.
It's a delicious one, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Just so full and delicious.
Like I said, I get this as a gift.
And it's $100 a bottle.
There is a version of it.
I'll tell my wife that it's $100 a bottle. She'll be impressed.
There's a version of it that is.
Uh-huh.
There is.
So, Jimmy, what's coming up? Anything special with the Wine Academy of Utah?
A lot of virtual wine tastings. We're really focused on, I've got 3 scheduled this month alone for virtual tastings for corporations. One of the wine groups in our community, I'm doing a virtual tasting for. Definitely reach out. If you have a company and you need client retention over the holidays or team building as your Christmas holiday party, we can help coordinate that, whether it's here local in the state or across the nation. We can make sure the wines get to you.
So you go to wineacademyofutah.com, and if you really want to impress your clients and retain them, tell them that the wine is $100 a bottle.
$100 a bottle.
$100 a bottle. Jimmy Santangelo, it's always just great to have you on the show and talk to you. You are one of our favorite people, really, and we
love you, Jimmy.
We love you, and we hope you're well. And
love you guys too.
And stay well. All right, thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Happy holidays.
Have another drink, it'll make you feel better. Have another drink and you feel alright. If you feel